All right, everyone, it's that time. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us here today. We are so excited to be here with you. We're going to be talking about a really hot topic today, the secret to securing more listings. We're in the middle of a housing crisis. It's a low inventory market. It's tough out there, right? You make a million offers for your buyers, you can't find listings. So how do you target sellers? How do you generate high intent seller leads and convert those? We've got some great tips, tricks, and strategies for you here today. We want to thank RE Technology for having us. We love working with RE Technology. Michael Nash has been great in helping us to coordinate all of this. We want to thank all of you for joining us as well. We're really excited to be here with you. Now, my name's Tom Bauman. We also have Stephen Halliday here.
Yes, welcome everybody. I'm excited to get to be here with all of you.
Yeah, and typically what we would do is we'd be traveling all across the country, 6 days a week even, working with different associations and MLSs to teach agents all about how to use social media, how to use digital marketing, how to use lead generation, repeat and referral business to grow and expand your business. So excited to be here with you. We are, bringing this class to you as part of the Elm Street Academy. That's the educational division of Elm Street. We offer over 12 months of impactful and results-driven education to help make the industry stronger. We really believe that empowering agents, brokers, and teams with high-level education leads to more productivity, a more professional industry, and ultimately increased profitability for all of you. So we are so excited to be here with you. And we want to tell you a little bit about the company that we represent. So we work for Elm Street. We're here today in partnership with RE Technology, and what we do is we go around, we purchase best-in-class real estate technologies, and we bundle those together to create a one-stop shop for all of agents' core technology services. Now, typically, agents become almost sort of a vendor manager, where you're managing all these different providers for social media, websites, CRMs, and what we do is take all of those pieces, bundle them into one automated solution, one password, one system. That's our Elevate brand. So we're kind of representing here today. And like I said, we've got all of these great best-in-class real estate technologies under that umbrella of Elm Street. So really excited to be here with you guys. We want to encourage all of you to go and connect with us at Try Elevate RE. We are really big about education, motivation, want to get you inspired. And so go and connect with us for great articles, trainings, different seminars, and we'll keep you posted on when we'll be in your area. Starting to get back on the road now that things are kind of calming down with COVID and all of that. Couple of quick housekeeping items. If you have questions, guys, you can use that chat box today. We have our great panelist, Shabazz, here ready and waiting to answer your questions. If we miss any of them, hang tight towards the end. We'll do some live Q&A. And then our goal here today is to educate you, get you excited, not to overwhelm you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or confused, type help me at any point in that chat box, and we'll reach out to you to schedule some one-on-one time with myself, with Stephen, one of our great team members, to take a personalized look at your social media, give you some great professional feedback. It's a free session. Agents love them, and we love working with you guys. So at any point you want some additional pointers, just type help me and we'll get you that one-on-one kind of assistance there.
Yep, absolutely. So on today's agenda, everybody, we're going to be talking about a number of things. We're going to be talking ultimately, though, about how to find sellers through both organic and paid traffic. So we're going to be talking about how to bring in leads organically through utilizing your social media, what platforms are going to bring in the most buyers and most sellers and allow you to reach the largest audience, and then also building your SEO and value across the internet and these platforms as well. And we will talk more about what SEO is later on, because it is a key component in everything that you are doing virtually for your real estate business. We will not only be talking about organic lead generation, but also paid lead generation. We'll be talking about Google ads, ad campaigns that can be done in Yahoo and Bing, overall pay-per-click advertising, and also Facebook boosting and Facebook ads, and ultimately how to win that listing presentation, what you should be bringing to the table when you sit down with that seller, what you should be presenting to them, and what is ultimately going to make you feel confident going forward so that you can increase repeat and referral business. So with that being said, everybody, lead generation, it doesn't only start with obtaining leads, okay? It's also about having an online presence. It's about making each and every single one of these things work for you, okay? Bringing in leads is great, but then it's about what are you going to do with them? Where are you sending them? How are you nurturing them? So what comes into play is, of course, a website, which is your storefront, a CRM system, email marketing. What kind of content are you putting out there to nurture your SOI, to bring in new clientele, to build your online presence, top of mind, brand recognition, social media posting, video tours, and lead generation. These are all things that we will be discussing today, how to utilize them correctly. And they are also things that as a company here at Elm Street, that we specialize in with Elevate and our all-in-one solutions that we'll be discussing as we go throughout this class as well.
Yeah, guys, if you feel like you're feeling overwhelmed with all these moving pieces, just rest assured that we can help you automate every single one of those under one system.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start off talking about some seller statistics, okay? 93% of buyers and sellers, they hire the first agent that they meet with, okay? While only 86% only interview 2 agents. Sellers specifically are self-assured. 94% of consumers feel confident about selling a home when they start doing their research. And to dive deeper into that, in fact, 58% of sellers who sold before spent less than 3 hours researching how to sell their home. So your goal in your real estate business and in your online marketing strategy is to be the first agent that they find when they start doing their research through Google, through Yahoo, through Bing, or the first agent that they think of when they start doing their own selling journey. We're going to be talking about how to put yourself in that position today. And hopefully when you leave this class, you'll leave here more motivated and more inspired. Now, with that being said, okay, we need to talk about first and foremost where you're going to be sending these sellers and these buyers and these consumers, because you have to have that centerpiece. You have to have that storefront. So we need to start talking about your website, all right? Websites, they are not just beneficial to your buyers, but they offer a huge value to your sellers. Now, a lot of times when I sit down with a real estate agent and we start talking about websites, they'll usually tell me that they do have a website, but a lot of times they don't get business from it, or that they rely solely on the broker provided website, all right? And here's the thing with relying on a broker provided website. I know it's free and that's awesome that it's provided most times, but you don't want to rely solely on it for a number of reasons, okay? The first reason being, if you ever to ever part ways with that brokerage, what's going to happen is that website's going to go down. It's not portable. It's not going to follow you to your new brokerage. With that in tow, your marketing, your branding, and your SEO is also going to go down as well. Now, that is a lot of work lost, okay? And not to mention, all of your contacts within your CRM are also going to stay with that brokerage as well. You want to have an independent website in conjunction with that broker provided one, okay? Something that's portable that will follow you broker to broker. And I'm not saying that you're going to ever leave your brokerage. I hope you're with them forever. However, research does show the average agent does change brokerages every 4 to 5 years. So with your independent website, okay, having that place to send consumers, it of course needs to also then be a resource, okay? It needs to be user friendly. The first thing that you want buyers and sellers and consumers seeing when they get to your website is that it's easy to use. They see that search bar big and bold, front and center, and they know exactly how to search for properties, because that's their whole goal, isn't it? Okay, not only can they see your properties that you have under your belt, but they can search the entire MLS database. You want it to be an IDX website also. a place where these consumers can get a market analysis, maybe a home valuation, stay up to date with you, a place where they can also read about your experience as a real estate agent and where they ultimately find you and only you, okay? You want your independent website to also be mobile responsive, okay? This is very, very important because 93% of real estate searches begin on a handheld device. So you want to have that independent website, a place where they find you and ultimately only you, a place to send your customers, and a place that you feel confident sending your customers, and a place that is also going to obtain traffic from your social media and from the search engines. So you need to have a dynamic website, okay, and not a static one. And a dynamic website, everybody, is one that is connected to things that are always changing. So that is why with your independent website, you are going to want to have an integrated blog. Now, this is very, very important for building your SEO and getting that recognition from the search engines. SEO is that free way to get noticed in Google, Yahoo, and Bing, okay? And also that way to get recognition on the appropriate platforms that you have in place for your real estate business. We need to build up that SEO. You need to keep that SEO consistently high as well. And like I said, how you go about doing that is through blogging, through having that blog connected to your website so everything is being recognized. Now, of course, you need to be putting content into that blog. So I'm going to pass it over to Tommy because he's the blogging expert.
All right, thanks, Stephen. So yeah, so like Stephen said, you need to create an active, dynamic website. 9 out of 10 real estate websites we see every day never generate a single lead. And that's because nothing is changing. So you do that by embedding that blog inside of your website. Now, that blog should be under the same domain name. Anytime that there is activity there, Google's going to re-index your website, moving you up in the search engines, building that SEO, that search engine value. But this is also a great way to brand yourself as an expert. Right? We've seen these. You've got health blogs, cooking blogs, real estate blogs. You're all experts in real estate. But folks, you've got to be consistent here. All right? You got to be posting 2 to 3 times per week. Anything less than that is actually going to hurt you in the search engines. Google and other engines, they don't want to send users to a site they believe to be dead or inactive. But also, if I'm a consumer and I go to your page, whether it's your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your blog, your website, and the last time you posted was 6 months ago, a year ago, what am I going to think? Maybe you're no longer in the business, right? Maybe you don't care about your business. So consistency is key. And what do you blog about? Well, first, how about some real estate information, right? Should I stage my home? What can I expect at my closing? You know, all these different great real estate specific articles. Listen to your audience. People ask you questions all the time, right? What's a buyer's agent? And so blog that information. They're not just asking you, they're also asking Google. Now, of course, you'll have a lot of real estate content, but you also need lifestyle information. Perhaps, kitchen updates, closet organization, financial advice, even a famous family recipe. Doesn't matter to Google, content is content. And then finally, you also want to be doing some listing updates, some market reports. You can do hyper local content, right? Reach out to some local businesses, local restaurants, showcase a local charity. Great opportunity to build your sphere. Those local business owners won't forget that agent that tried to help. But when it comes to lead generation and targeting sellers, you really want to focus on those listings and also those market reports. So let's talk about your listings quickly, folks. How you market your listings brands you as an agent. And when done so correctly, you should be getting more listing opportunities from your current listings. So how do you do that? Well, step 1 is going to be to blog those listings. I know you take your listing, you put it in the MLS, which you should be doing. But the MLS turns that into a database-driven format, pushes it out across 1 million websites at once, which does nothing for your individual SEO. So instead, we want you to consider blogging your listings. You're new to markets, your price changes, sold from a buyer's end. Now Google and search engines have to analyze all of those great keywords, street addresses, hyper local. gated community, luxury real estate, and they're re-indexing those listings, moving you up in the search engines. Folks, this is another competitive way to market your clients' properties. You're increasing that exposure for your listing and you're branding yourself as a listing expert. All right, so incredibly powerful. And maybe you don't have any listings. The market's crazy right now, or you're a brand new agent. You could do market report updates. So whatever your local market looks like, blog that information, pull some quick stats from the MLS, whether it's median sale price, days on market, homes sold. This is great for targeting sellers, targeting homeowners, creating excitement, but make sure you add a free home valuation buttons for seller lead capture right within your website or your blog. Awesome opportunity, guys. Takes 5 minutes to target sellers. And then finally, you want to take all of this blog content and don't just leave it sitting on your blog. You want to take it, share it across all of your social medias to start to create super highways of traffic and leads back to that powerful website. So copy and paste that blog into all of your platforms. You're going to increase your search engine value. Google gives more value to something on multiple platforms. You're going to reach a larger audience, different demographics on each. And ultimately, you're going to drive increased traffic. Traffic equals leads back to your website and start to create great top of mind marketing and brand recognition. Like Steven said earlier, 93% of buyers and sellers hire the first agent they find or that they think of. So this is a powerful way to build that top of mind, build your SEO, and ultimately drive traffic back to that website. So any questions on blogging, folks, you can type those into the chat box quickly. Can answer some of those for you. Quick show of hands. Everyone excited to go start blogging? I see a bunch of you out there. Awesome, guys. Great opportunity to grow your business.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, it doesn't just stop at, blogging and, just focusing on the website. It's about taking everything from that centerpiece and sharing it across all of these platforms so that it's driving these consumers back to your website. Okay, it's that linking and that backlinking. So we also need to dive in to the platforms that you need to be utilizing, the platforms that have the most popularity, the platforms that have the best SEO value, and that allow you to reach a larger audience as well. So if we look at the benefits of social media, the average time spent on social media a day is 45 to 120 minutes. I know I'm guilty of that. I know Tom is guilty of that. I'll tell you, my 80-year-old grandmother is guilty of that. Facebook, over 70% of users log in 6 to 10 times per day. Average time spent 13 to 20 minutes. YouTube, over 1 billion users, 300 hours of YouTube uploaded every minute. LinkedIn, 500 million active users. Twitter, 300 million active users. And Instagram, over 1 billion people using it monthly. That is why you'll hear us say over and over again, social media, everybody, it's the quickest and easiest way for all of you to reach hundreds to potentially thousands of consumers with just the click of a button. Okay, so I want to dive into these platforms. I want to start talking about one of the biggest ones, which is Facebook. Okay, how many of you in here have a Facebook business page? Click that raise hand button. If you don't have a Facebook business page, step one today is to build one. You need to have a Facebook business page for a number of reasons. You are not supposed to be doing business directly on your personal Facebook. Facebook monitors this. If they catch you doing business on personal, they will suspend your account. It sounds kind of silly, but they'll put you into a virtual prison. It's called Facebook jail. It is not a fun place for you to be. Okay, but business pages also come with tracking and analytics, much lower privacy settings, and tons of great tools that we'll talk about here as we go throughout this class. Now, when it comes to your business page, though, you need to be posting consistent, valuable information each and every single week. And I bring this up because a lot of times when I look at an agent's social media, all I ever see on their page is real estate content. Post after post of buy with me, sell with me, buy with me, buy with me, sell with me, sell with me. The problem with that, everybody, is that it is of interest to nobody unless they are in the market to buy or sell. And unfortunately, as you all know, not everybody is in the market this second. Now, hopefully one day they will be, but in order for them to choose you when that time comes, You would have needed to be in front of them with content that is a value set, okay, in conjunction with the real estate blog articles Tom was talking about. So also, in conjunction with that, the lifestyle content, financial news, health and wellness, hyperlocal content, those famous family recipes. And it's important as well when you're posting your blogs to your platforms, to your business page, that all of your blog content is self-branded, meaning articles written by you or authored by you, or articles that are always originating on your blog platform. This is very important. And let me bring up why. A lot of times agents will sit down with me and they'll tell me that they blog, but what they do is they pay a company to post for them each week, or the agent themselves takes articles and posts them to their business page. And when I go to their platforms, I'll see they're posting, but all of the articles are from Huffington Post, Inman News, Keeping Current Matters, Realtor.com, or even worse than all of those, Zillow. Now, Tom, if I clicked on one of those articles on that agent's business page, let's say it's the article from Zillow, for example, where would it take me to?
Takes me to Zillow.
Yeah, which in turn is then going to build Zillow's SEO. It's going to drive traffic to their website, build their business, doing absolutely nothing for you and for your real estate business. You do not want to be posting third-party content. You want that self-branded content. Like I said, the articles originating on your blog or that are written or authored by you. Self-branded content will drive that consumer back to your website, which will build your SEO, increase traffic, and build your real estate business, not somebody else's. So can everybody with a click of hands see the difference between third-party content and self-branded content? Click that raise hand button. If you have questions about that, please feel free to ask those questions. We will get those answered for you. But it's not just about posting the self-branded blog content every week. Listen, it's about staying in front of these consumers with other kinds of value, engaging with them, photos and video, Facebook Live. But it's also about having those market updates as well. You know, like Tom said, the market updates, it's a great way to target sellers if you don't have any listings at the current moment in time. They eat these up. They get to see median sale price, homes for sale, especially when homes are going for over asking. This is a great way to stay in front of your SOI and to bring in sellers from that SOI as well. Now, we also, though, need to talk about blogging your, or, sorry, not blog, well, yes, blogging, but after you blog your listing, we need to talk about posting it to your Facebook business page, okay, and their updates, of course. And here's the thing, a lot of agents, I'll see them post their listings, but they do it incorrectly. Okay, and let me give you an example of what we see quite often. An agent will take a brand new property, for example, they'll take a bunch of pictures of that property. They'll throw those pictures up on Facebook and they'll say, hey, everybody, I've got a brand new listing here at 123 Main Street. If you are interested, give me a call at 555-2459. Okay. The first problem with that type of post that I just explained to everybody is that if your potential client, if they are a millennial like Tom and I'll tell you something, they're not going to call you, okay? Because I'll tell you something, we do not call anybody, millennials in general. The most that you'll probably get from us is maybe a text message. But my point is you don't want to be relying on a phone call, because here's the other big issue with that type of post. Let's say that your potential client, they want school and community and tax information. That post, it doesn't have any of that. So they leave your business page and now they go to a national portal, okay? Maybe Realtor or Zillow. Or let's say even worse, let's say they're interested in the neighborhood that that property is located in, but not the property, because maybe they want something bigger. They want to be able to search for more properties. They are not able to search for more homes from that post either. There's no lead capture. You have no way of knowing somebody looked at it. You end up losing out on business because that potential client goes back to those national portals and they end up finding someone else, a different real estate agent. So what we want to make sure you are doing is posting your listings correctly so that you are obtaining business from them. How you post your listing correctly, everybody, is you want to make sure you post it as an optimized post. And an optimized post is a link to your independent website, your blog, or your landing page. An optimized post includes these three things. Number one, lead capture into your CRM. Number two, full listing sheet. Number three, MLS IDX searching capabilities. This is what an optimized post looks like on the right-hand corner of your screen. Large photo, title, short description. When your consumer clicks on that, it drives them back to you. Now that will also build your SEO. It's going to give that consumer a clear-cut path back to your website, giving them that gated experience also, along with giving them all the answers to the questions that they have, the wants, the haves, and the needs. So you can see the difference here between these two posts. The one on the right is the one that I mentioned initially that drives me insane because it's just some photos and some text, pretty pictures and a prayer, right? There's no value to it. Compare that to the optimized post on the left, the large photo, title, short description, lead capture, full listing, searching capabilities, builds SEO, takes them back to your website. So can everybody see the difference here with a click of hands between I post my listings on the right and I optimize my listings on the left? Awesome. When you start to optimize things, everybody, this is really how you take your social media from a toy and you turn it into a powerful tool in your real estate business. Okay, and we'll show you a live one of these optimized posts later on in the webinar as well. And if you have questions, feel free to shoot those questions into that chat box.
Yeah, folks, minor tweak, but much greater results for you and for your business, right?
Absolutely.
And so important to always be posting your listings as an optimized post. You never want to pique interest and drive them to a national portal to get connected with any other agent but you. Now, you also want to make sure that we're using the rest of the social media platforms. We're going to create super highways of traffic on each one of these, different demographics on each one. LinkedIn, so important. This is your business network, right? You're going to connect with doctors, lawyers, people who buy and sell homes. But folks, how many of you here today, quick show of hands, how many of you here, click that raise your hand button if you have a LinkedIn? Keep those hands up. Let's see, guys. How many of you here? Great. How many of you are actively posting there 2 to 3 times per week? All right, you see those hands start to go down. And so, guys, the real value of LinkedIn is that if I were to Google any one of you here today, I can pretty much guarantee on page 1 of Google search results is your LinkedIn. And folks, your buyers and sellers, they get referred 2 to 3 agents. The first thing they do is Google you. They are going to do their homework. We've got to be consistent. We've got to be competitive across all of these different platforms. So LinkedIn, post your blogs, post your listing activity, be consistent 2 to 3 times per week, brag about yourself, but also connect with other agents. You can go to, that listing presentation and say to them, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, I'm going to put your listing on my LinkedIn where I'm connected with over 250 local agents. It'll be some great exposure for your property. Think about being able to use that at your listing presentation. Connect with agents across your state. Maybe they don't want to make the drive. They get someone wants to move to your area. They can refer you that business. Connect with agents across the country. They see you posting consistently. They can refer you that business. This is the #1 agent to agent referral network. And we see agents driving a tremendous amount of business here, but it's like the lottery. If you don't play, you can't win. So folks, we've got to be on LinkedIn, be competitive. Questions on LinkedIn, type those in the chat box. You've got Twitter, valuable social media platform. This is your biggest concentration of millennials. And who are the millennials to all of you? Well, last year, NAR released a stat that back in 2020, 50% of mortgage transactions in this country included a millennial. Folks, this is your biggest group of first-time home buyer, also now your biggest group of first-time home seller. And my question for all of you is, what are you doing to connect with them? All right, Twitter's where you're going to make it happen. High SEO, post those blogs, those listings, always as a link, driving traffic back to your website. Be consistent and start to show up strong in that Google search. Market yourself, create top of mind marketing to a whole nother demographic of people. You're going to see some tremendous results for your business. Now, of course, we also want to be using Instagram. This is a huge one nowadays, owned by Facebook. You've got to have a business page. This is for all of your photo and short video content. And so what do you post here? Well, first, you're going to be posting photo and video, but you can't create an optimized post here. If I like one of your Instagram posts, it gives it a heart, a like. I can't automatically drive traffic back to your website with this. And so you want to make sure that you always have a link to your website right at the top of your page in your bio. And then when you make a post, maybe you post that new to market listing, making your caption, make it say new to market listing, use link in bio to learn more. So you always want to direct users to go and use that link back to your website. Now, you also want to be posting, showcasing your personality here, right? What makes you you? People connect with that. They want to do business with people they like, know, and trust. Post those market reports. Take a screenshot of those statistics to target sellers. You can even do a video market report using your story. It's a great place to actually ask for listings, guys. Your story, quick video you take, it's the story of your day. And this is the #1 way to increase engagement on Instagram. And here's how you do it. You take out your phone, let them see you, and just say, hey, everyone, I don't know if you've heard, but the market is crazy. We're getting 30, 40,000 over asking, all cash offers, no contingencies, $50,000 escalation clauses. Folks, if you haven't thought about selling your home, you need to seriously consider it. And then you add a poll. Would you like to know what your home is worth? Yes or no? Anyone who replies yes, that's a seller lead. You just booked a listing appointment. Huge for engagement, great opportunity to engage your sphere, drive traffic back to your website, start to target those sellers. And then finally, definitely want to make sure you are using YouTube, folks. This is actually owned by Google. All right, Google owns it, free to be here. You think they want to send users here? Absolutely. Folks, we've got to be using YouTube. Stephen, you want to tell them a little bit about what to post here?
Absolutely, yes. So when it comes to your YouTube, #1, you need to make sure that you have an independent YouTube channel. Very important, because I see a lot of agents posting to their broker's channel or photographer's channel. But listen, you also then need to be providing content, okay? Video is amazing for SEO and engagement. You need to be posting listing virtual tours. The great thing about virtual tours is that, listen, while you can use a big, fancy, expensive camera, and that's great, you aren't required, you don't have to. If you want to simply take some photos of the property and stitch them together and put some music over it, that's fine. What matters though, and what is so important when you make this virtual tour, is what goes in the title and in the street address, okay? In the title, you want, I just said in the title and in the street address. I gave it away. In the title, everybody, you want to make sure you have the street address of your virtual tour. Because if you think about it, consumers, they Google street addresses. This is a Google-owned platform. Okay, it's likely that video is going to be found. So of course, the required links to your independent website in the description, but also market report videos. Talk about how now is the time to sell. Talk about and offer a free home valuation to these consumers, and also obtain testimonials from your previous buyers, current buyers, or sellers. Get them to spend 2 to 3 minutes talking with you about what a great agent you are. Maybe how you just sold them their dream home. This is great because this shows future clientele that past clientele like to work with you. Now, you need to make sure all of your videos, whether it's your virtual tour, market report videos, vlogs, testimonials, everything you should be doing, that your videos aren't just sitting on YouTube. You want to make sure that they all go to your blog and website, and then across all of the platforms that you need to be on: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and also YouTube, okay, Instagram. This is important to reach those demographics, the larger audience, and also building SEO as well. All right. So very important.
Yeah. And folks, we are about halfway through this presentation. And so we just want to remind everyone, like we mentioned in the beginning, our goal here is to educate you, get you excited. But we realize we cover a lot of content. We move quickly. So folks, if you would like some additional help, if you'd like us to take a personalized look at your social media, your website, look at the way you're posting, give you some great feedback, some tips, tricks, and strategies to take that digital presence to the next level, type "help me" in that chat box. We'll schedule you for some one-on-one time with myself, with Steven, one of our team members, to take an in-depth look at your social media, your lead gen, and help you guys improve. These are free sessions. Agents love them. We get great feedback, and we love working with you guys. So feel free to type "help me" at any time, and we'll get you scheduled for some one-on-one time with Steven, myself, or one of our team.
Yeah, absolutely. We love getting to sit down with all of you. Lots of great stuff. So everybody, we talked about how to obtain traffic organically through building your SEO, through keeping it consistently high, through utilizing the social media platforms, which also ties in nurturing your SOI, doesn't it? Okay. But here's the thing, the quickest way to obtain buyers and to obtain sellers is going to be through paid traffic. This is your best and fastest source for capturing high values of potential home sellers. So there are two different forms of paid traffic that we are going to be talking about today that are going to allow you to bring in sellers and buyers, okay? And it's going to allow you to do it quickly. So there is your search-based marketing and your interruption-based marketing, okay? Interruption-based on the right there is going to be your Facebook boosting and your Facebook ads. Search-based is going to be your Google ads and campaigns that you can do in Yahoo and Bing, okay? Now, the difference between the two, with search-based marketing, you're able to target consumers that are going to Google and these search engines, and they're typing out in that search bar that they're looking to buy or sell. Interruption-based, okay, you are advertising to an audience who may only just been scrolling through their Facebook newsfeed, and then up pops your ad, okay? So when it comes to your lead gen, search-based is going to be a higher conversion, okay? Because you're going to be getting better quality because those consumers have direct intent. So I always recommend about 85 to 90% of your budget should go into search-based, okay? Interruption-based is going to be a lower cost, but it's also going to be a lower conversion as well, but also still beneficial for other things. So about, I would say 10% of your budget, 20% with interruption-based. I always say to split that 10 to 20% between boosting and ads, but also your handheld print material, mailers, and door tags, things like that. So we're going to talk about search-based. I want to dive more into that because I'm very passionate about it. And then we'll also talk about interruption a little bit more, boosting and Facebook ads.
Yeah, so folks, like Steven said, those interruption-based ads are very inexpensive. You can get a high volume of those leads, but you might convert 1 out of 100 if you're lucky. All right, whereas those pay-per-click leads, much higher converting, typically 1 or even more out of 30. So much higher converting on those pay-per-click leads.
Yeah. With the pay-per-click leads, everybody, with your search engine paid ads, this is where you're actually able to pay Google. You're able to pay Yahoo and Bing to place your ad at the top of the search resulted page. Now, how you get your ad at the top of the search resulted page is through purchasing and bidding on specific keywords that consumers utilize, short keywords and long tail keywords, when they're looking to search to sell their property or when they're looking to buy a property. And there's hundreds of these. They are always changing, okay? But you get your ad to the top of the search resulted page. So maybe I'm a consumer, I go to Google, I type in homes for sale, Torrance, California, up pops your ad, or sell my property, Beverly Hills, California, up pops your ad, all right? Like I said, these show interest. It shows the consumer has direct intent looking to do something. And the great thing about getting your ad to the top of that search resulted page is, think about it. You are the agent that they find when they're in that moment, when they need help with real estate the most, okay? What better time to be in front of a buyer or in front of a seller? So you have that direct intent, you get your ad in front of them, but listen, in order to be effective in it, you need to be driving these sellers and the buyers to a landing page, preferably one that's integrated with your website. You want to make sure that it is on-branded, geo-targeted, simple and clean, straight to the point, giving the consumers exactly what they want. So maybe, for example, if it's a seller, you want to offer an automated home valuation. If it's a buyer, maybe you want to offer them a list of properties that will match their price point that they are looking for. This is going to allow you to collect their information that you're wanting when you do that follow-up. First name, last name, are they pre-approved? When are they looking to move? When are they looking to sell? And bringing in extra calls to action. This is a great way to dissect and put apart those sellers who may not be ready for a couple months to those sellers who are ready to do something today, okay? This is a great way to help the leads identify themselves.
Yeah, and you always
Tom, are
want
you
to give
still
them
there?
a range of values, never an exact value, because it helps them identify for themselves that they need professional support and assistance, right? And so, great opportunity to not only capture those leads, but to also kind of get them on the hook and create some excitement there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anderson, yeah.
Yeah, my apologies, everybody. I thought Tom was taking over. So with the seller leads, like I said, you want to make sure you're sending them to that landing page, collecting their information, but then it's also going to come down to what are you doing with that information? How are you obtaining it? You want to make sure that these leads are funneled directly into your CRM system. You want that notification because remember, these leads, these consumers, they are in the moment when they want to sell and buy the most. So you want to be following up quickly. And you want to put that lead as well into a follow-up email drip campaign designed for sellers or one that is designed for buyers, typically a 7 days email drip campaign. Okay. It doesn't just end once you get the lead, right? Because you do get busy, you're on showings, you're at open houses, you have families, you still need to be making that point of contact.
Absolutely. So guys, Stephen talked a lot about, search-based advertising, that high intent, high converting lead generation. But we also want to touch quickly on that interruption-based marketing, right? Facebook ads and boosting. Now, again, this is going to be much less expensive. You'll get a high volume of leads here. This is great for building your brand, your top of mind marketing, growing your following on social media, create followers for life, create customers for life. But again, it's not as high converting, but still tremendously effective to grow your business. And so there's two forms. You've got the boost on the left, ad on the right. Boosts, pretty fairly simple to use. That's where we kind of suggest that you start. The ad can get a little bit more complex. We could keep you here for a week to talk about ads. We're not going to do that, but we'll give you a quick overview. The boost, we're going to walk through that here today. So when you're boosting, essentially you're paying Facebook to make sure a certain amount of people see your post, right? Typically, maybe only 15 or 20%, maybe 30% of your followers will see your content. So you can pay for all of your friends to see your content, all of your friends and all of their friends, your referral network, or you can even do geographic locations, 15-mile radius or greater. That's the minimum for fair housing laws. Great content to boost are your new to market listings, your open houses, your price changes, your solds, right? Maybe even some great video content. So I want to give you an example of how an agent uses this. So this agent, she's posting her just sold listing. Anytime she sells a property, she does what we told you to do. She blogs that information, posts it to her Facebook. She clicks boost post. She talks about how she just sold this property for, 20,000 over asking in a matter of weeks, right? Let me sell yours. And Facebook will ask first, what is your objective? For this, you always want to have website visits, right? Drive traffic back to your website. Next, they ask for your call to action. For this, we typically recommend learn more. It's very non-invasive. Next, they select your audience. This is where the magic happens, right? You could do your friends, friends of friends, or, you could, for example, put in an exact street address and do that 15-mile radius. You cannot target gender. You cannot target specific age groups. Housing, you have fair housing laws. Okay, this is a special ad category, so be careful not to discriminate. Now, you also get to select your budget, whether it's $20, $30, $40. We typically recommend anywhere under 50. Your duration, a couple of days or a week, and then they'll come back and say to you, with this budget, this duration, you're going to reach between 4,000 and 5,000 people. That matches the goals for your boost. Great. Put your credit card in, let it run. And I want to show you just how powerful this is. So this agent, right, she does this every time, like we talked about. And she boosts that. She goes into the location, drops a pin on the exact street address of the property she just sold, puts that 15-mile radius around it. You can see here she spent $40. She reached almost 4,200 people in her community, that city, that town, with her article that says she just sold that property for 30,000 over asking. She's the listing expert. All right. This is a digital billboard. It's a digital postcard. Great for creating top of mind marketing, brand recognition, but 488 people clicked on this. That means she drove almost 500 people back to her website where she has effective lead capture, and she only spent 40 bucks. Anyone who likes it, she can invite to follow her page, creating followers for life. If one of these people becomes a client down the line, did she make her $40 back? Absolutely. Folks, let's compare that to some other forms of farming. Let's talk about mailings. They're very expensive. I get them all the time, Stephen. I know you do, right? Take one look at it, and where does it go? Recycle bin, right? I don't even know who was on that piece of paper. Expensive opportunity, little to no tracking. Folks, with a boost, you can be in front of someone for days, weeks, and months. So important when marketers say you need to be in front of people 25 times before they pick up the phone and call you. I hope you guys are excited about boosting, but we've also got to talk about ads, right? Another great, powerful opportunity to generate leads. Again, you can do those just solds, push them to those specific neighborhoods. You can do home valuations, target sellers on any of that seller blog content you're creating. You can push that out, market updates, video marketing. Now, my favorite part about the ads is that you can start to micro target even further, right? So maybe in addition to doing that 15-mile radius, now you target only people in that area who are also going to the website Zillow, right? So they're looking for a new place to go. They probably need to sell their home. So awesome opportunity to create some targeted intent-based ads, for a cheaper cost than some of that pay-per-click. We got a couple of examples here, folks. Again, you can target sellers using that home valuation, buyers with a free home search, and use some of your blog content as well to just capture people in that area. But if you'd like to learn more about how to run an ad or a boost, you can go to facebook.com/business. They've got a great blueprint there for you. You can learn all about this. Again, incredible opportunity, guys. You've got to give it a try.
Absolutely. I want you all as well to think about what are you doing with your email campaigns and your email marketing in general. You need to be targeting your new seller leads that are coming through, okay? You need to be targeting your new buyer leads as well. I want to add on to that. For example, just sold campaigns, market report campaigns, showcasing those properties that you helped a seller sell or how you helped them sell it for over asking, etc. Those market reports showcasing median list price, sale price, and then also referral campaigns. All right, build up your business. You want these consumers referring you out. That is a huge part of your business and in being a real estate agent. With email campaigns and with email marketing and all of the different things you should be doing in your inbox, it should be done with everything else online and in person, okay? Making those 3 points of contact always. So with your email campaigns, you should have some kind of follow-up to your seller leads, and then also be engaging in direct mailings. Now, mailings, like Tom said, they can get expensive. So that's why we recommend that about half and half between that 10 to 20% that you're putting into boosting should go to the handheld and the print material as well, because at times they can show some success. Okay?
Well, folks, any seller leads that you're generating, if you have their street address, you absolutely want to hit them with some direct mail. It is much more effective to send 20, 30 postcards to people who are actively searching on Google, how do I sell my home, than it is to send out 1,000 randomly. And so when it's targeted, it can have a big impact.
Yep. Keyword targeted. You want to target.
Is this me? Or did you want that? Okay. Guys, another great way, not only do we want to target our new leads, right, and help market to them with effective follow-up, but we also want to work our base, right? Those top clients, that bread and butter, that lifeblood of your business. And one great way to do that is to offer your leads, your contacts, an annual real estate checkup, right? Now, the reality is most of them probably won't take you up on this. So it's not going to be overwhelming, but they're all going to appreciate the offer. And for most of your clients, Their home is the biggest investment of their life. There's a lot of emotional attachment involved here. And when it comes time for them to sell that property, who do you think that they're going to call? The agent who's been there for them every year, sending them preferred client updates, having that annual real estate checkup. They're clearly invested in that investment, that home, right? And so awesome opportunity to engage your sphere on a personal level, in direct correlation with their home, right? Have that at their house. Remember, 67% of leads come from a referral. So this is another great opportunity to ask them for referrals and keep that top of mind. A well-managed database is the key to managing all of this, generating as many leads and conversions as possible. Okay, so important. And then finally, you've got to nail the listing presentation. This one, you, Stephen, or me? I'm sorry.
With competition, sorry. Tom and I are all over these webinars because we're used to being in person with each other. But when it comes to nailing the listing presentation, everybody, as you all know, competition, it's difficult. If you think about it, it seems like everybody's aunt and uncle and brother and sister and father and brother-in-law, they're all trying to get into real estate. What are you doing to stand out from the rest? Okay, it's all about establishing your professional credibility, showcasing that independent website that is a resource, testimonials, recent sales, sitting down with that seller and showing your prepared marketing strategy. What are you going to do that is different than the agent down the street? Also focusing in on that print material. All right, sellers love these. You want to make sure you have those just listed postcards, open house flyers, and styled listing sheets as well. Comparative market analysis presentation. You should all make sure you are doing these. When you show up, you want to bring a detailed CMA of the property. So of course you can determine an appropriate asking price based on what sales prices of similar homes are in the area and that you have received on market. It's about showing you're knowledgeable and that you know the business that's going to ultimately help gain the trust of your potential client as well. This is what you should all be saying on your next listing appointment. Okay, and feel free to take a picture of this slide. Our clients like to call this the moneymaker slide. Once you take a picture, click that raise hand button or type yes into the chat box. But it's going on your next listing appointment, and it's confidently being able to say, here's how I'm going to advertise your listing on social media. I'm going to feature your property on my website. I'm also going to blog about it. I'm going to promote it on my Facebook business page, tweet about your property as well. And I'm going to post it on Instagram also. And I will create a video and post that to my YouTube channel and share that across all of these platforms as well. Now, let me ask everybody in here a question. If Tom was your real estate agent, which he's not, and he's not an agent, but if he was and he told you he did all of this, how many of you would want to do business with him? Click that raise hand button. Absolutely, right?
Yeah, that's a lot, Stephen. You pretty much ran out of breath there.
I know it's a lot to do. It's a lot to say, but this is what your clients are going to be looking for.
Yeah, this is what your clients expect, what they deserve. It's what the industry demands. And folks, you don't want to be the agent who isn't doing all of these things, right? When they ask you, what are you going to do differently than my brother who's an agent or the agent who's been doing this for 40 years, this is what you say. With Elevate, you do none of this. We actually do it all for you. So there is a lot of potential value with the services we offer. But guys, really, this is so incredibly powerful. Make sure you nail that listing presentation every single time. And just to kind of recap some of today's webinar, right? We've talked all about finding sellers, targeting leads through both organic and paid traffic. It's equally important to be using both of these channels of traffic to start to build your list, fill your funnel, grow your list, that lifeblood of your business with high intent buyers and sellers, and then ultimately nurture those to convert as many as possible and always nail that listing presentation. Exciting content, especially for the industry and for the market the way it is today. And we want to hear from all of you. How many of you agree with everything we were talking about here today? You can click that raise your hand button. You can type yes in the chat box. But let us know. Type yes in there. Let us know if you agree. That should be every single one of you here today, right? We worked harder than that, guys. You all agree. This is essential. So how many of you are going to leave here today? You're going to start doing all of this. You're going to be blogging, tweeting, getting leads, doing the follow-up. Our goals here, we're to give you an hour of great educational content, tips, tricks, and strategies to grow your business. And I think that we've done that. But, what is holding some of you guys back? Right? Everyone always has the best intentions, but oftentimes they're not able to put all of this into action. And so typically it's time, right? You guys get busy, efficiency, the knowledge, some platforms, but others, it's a foreign language. Optimization. How do you actually integrate this? Maybe you are posting, but you're not seeing tangible results. So how do you integrate this, and how do you start to actually generate results for your business? Well, guys, again, our goal was to educate you. But for those of you who are feeling overwhelmed, feeling like this is not the best use of your time, right? Or feeling like you need some support, we do also offer solutions. So like we said, how would it feel to know that there's an all-in-one solution that can take care of every single thing that we talked about here today without you ever having to worry about it ever again, right? And so we want to invite you guys to stick around for 5 more minutes. We're going to go over to the internet. We're going to show you exactly what that looks like. And so let me just go here. So we start. So first, this is an all-in-one solution. One system, one password, one platform, folks. This is automated. And you would work with a coach to create your own IDX website. Totally mobile responsive, connected directly to the MLS. We build these for agents, for teams, for offices. Mobile responsive. We download every 15 minutes. It's more up to date than most national portals. And we model these directly after Realtor and Zillow. That's the experience your clients are expecting. Now, folks, right at the top of your page, you can have an About Me section. We can showcase past sales, testimonials, current listings. We showcase featured properties. These are yours or your office listings, so it always looks like you have listings. Now, you've also got client resources, featured towns where you specialize in, featured blogs. You've got the entire MLS at your fingertips. You're able to showcase luxury real estate, homes with pools, waterfront, condominium living. You're able to attract the type of consumers you'd like to work with. Now, right within that website, if I go to one of your featured towns, we can see all the photos as a map view or a photo view. But what's exciting is that if they want to watch, follow, favorite any of the, see a couple of questions here.
I've got
What's that?
You keep going. I got the questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, and so if they want to watch, follow, or favorite any of these listings, we're going to take their information, put it right into a full-blown CRM system right in the back end of this website. Folks, you'll have full visibility of everything clients are doing here, save searches, listings. We'll send them listing updates that match their search criteria every day, automatically. You do nothing. Portable, protected CRM separate from your broker. They click on that listing. We can see all the photos. You've got the full listing sheet, all the information here. We showcase aerial views. We showcase sold homes, creates urgency, properties are selling, and community school information, extremely in-depth for every single listing. But no question how we do lead capture. You can fill out the get in touch form, save search, favorite button. And then remember, 9 out of 10 websites never generate a single lead because they're static. You sit in that search engine like a business card on a bulletin board inside of your website. We build an embedded blog. Anytime there's activity here, Google will re-index this entire website, moving you up in the search engines. And anything you post here, we're going to auto post to your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And you can see this agent, she is posting away, but she's actually done none of this. And so once a week, you pick the day. We're going to do a real estate article, lifestyle content, tips and tricks. These are branded to you as if you wrote it. You can edit it, change it, personalize it, delete it, pick another one. They are regional. So for example, I'm up in Rhode Island. I don't get those great palm tree blogs like Stephen would get down in Tampa, Florida. Okay. We also use an advanced algorithm so that no other agent ever gets the same content, same time, same place in your area ever. Okay. And if you'd like, you can even write your own, just like a Word document. You don't have to, but you can. In addition, to target those sellers, we're going to do market reports. for your featured towns. We pull these automatically from the MLS, and we add that free home valuation button for seller lead capture right on your blog, on your website, into your CRM. We're also going to track your MLS ID number. Anytime you have a new to market listing, a price change, a sold from a buyer's end, automatically we get notified. We're going to blog that for you. Creating great hyper local keyword content, street addresses, branding you as that listing expert. Remember, guys, when you market your listings correctly, you're going to start to get more listing opportunities from your current listings. Then we take all of this content. We're not going to stop here. We link over to your Facebook business page. If you don't have it, we'll help you build it. We'll help you brand it to match your new website. And then we're keeping you active, consistent. Anything that posts to your blog is going to post here as well. And I love Allison's page because she does none of this. We're posting her listings, her articles, her market report. She's got likes. She's got people commenting here. Active, engaged, consistent social media presence. Folks, if I click on any of her content, here's one of her market reports targeting sellers. One click, we're back on her website with lead capture into that CRM. Now that we're here, we can learn all about her, read her about me section, testimonials, read her blog. And we're not just doing Facebook. We're also doing LinkedIn. Stephen, we got a bunch of questions in that chat. I don't know if you're working on it. You got it. Thank you. We'll help you build it, brand it, and then we're keeping that active, consistent, competitive. Guys, we're also going to do your Twitter. Millennials, first-time home buyers and sellers. We're going to help you build it, brand it, keep it active, consistent, competitive, all driving traffic back to your powerful IDX website, ultimately into your CRM, creating a gated experience where consumers can only find you. And we're even going to do your YouTube. Remember, owned by Google, huge SEO value, help you build it, brand it. Anytime you get a new to market listing, we get notified automatically. We take all those pictures, stitch them together, add music. I'm going to pause that music. We add all of the keywords, hyperlinks back to your website, and even that street address right within the title, folks. People Google that all the time. Start to generate even more leads from your listings. We're doing your we're doing Instagram and Pinterest property promoter as well to create beautiful templates for all of your listings. Everything is one system, one solution, one platform. Remember, with our system, you're able to tell your sellers, I'm going to put your listing on my website, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube. You're not doing any of it. All you do is put it in the MLS. But you don't tell them that, obviously. So dynamic set of listing tools, top of mind marketing, brand yourself as an expert, folks. You've got that portable CRM. And again, live CMA Wizard makes beautiful listing presentations, voice over IP, task management, email marketing, document storage, even track your gross commission income. And with that, we're including a full-blown email marketing system with monthly newsletters, personal touches, happy anniversaries, birthdays, thousands of templates, totally customizable, ready to go. Everything links back to your website, has tracking and analytics. And all of that is our DMS, digital marketing solution. All of your top of mind marketing, all of the organic lead generation that we talked about here today, creating that integrated, dynamic, active web presence. And from here, we have the exciting opportunity to take this even further and now add on those high intent, high converting pay-per-click ads. So Stephen, tell them about how we generate those high intent leads.
Yeah, absolutely. So in conjunction, if you would like to add leads onto that entire DMS program that Tom just demoed for all of you, you are definitely able to do so. We have several programs. What we do, everybody, is advanced lead generated paid advertising. So we have a full team that goes in and they purchase those keywords that are indicative of a buyer and seller doing a search in Google, in Yahoo, and Bing. And we put a big emphasis on Google as well. After these consumers go to Google or one of these search engines and do a search to sell, maybe they type in homes for sale in XYZ area, your area of specialization, home worth in XYZ area, properties available. We then place your ad at the top of these search resulted pages. What we then do is drive those consumers to a landing page that we integrate with your website. Now, on these landing pages, we will request some information and we will also offer some information that is of value. So if it's a seller, we want to know the address of the property that they're looking to sell. What we then do is drive that seller through a set of proprietary squeeze pages where we then collect their information, email, phone number, first name, last name. And once we have been provided all of that information, we then provide them with a low estimate, mid estimate, high estimate, an automatic home valuation based off of the address that they gave us, okay? So it's pretty awesome. It helps us and allows us to deliver you the highest quality data possible. With our buyers, of course, that will work differently. They will search different keywords that we purchase on your behalf. We place your ad at the top. We send them to a landing page as well, except we want to know what kind of property they want to buy. Bedrooms, bathrooms, price point. We say, okay, great. We see what you're looking for. We have some matches based off of your interest. We then take them through those squeeze pages, collect their information. We have a pending third-party data, and we do this to further build out the lead profile. But not only does that make our leads pretty awesome, but what also makes it pretty great is that once these leads come through, not only are we obtaining them after they have direct intent, but we are then also going to scrub those leads for you as well. Okay.
Yeah, guys, we're going to get as much information as we possibly can. What do they do for work? How much money do they make? Social media profiles. Kind of scary how much we can actually find with this third-party data search. 100% of our buyer leads have email addresses. 100% of those sellers have a street address. And I think my favorite piece, Stephen, right, is that these are exclusive. They go to you guys and only you, no other agents. You don't do anything with them. We're not taking them back and giving them to anyone else. And then, like Stephen was saying, do you want to wrap up what you were saying there, Stephen? We're going to help them
about the
convert
lead
them.
scrubbing. Yes. So once those leads come through, everybody, we do then scrub the leads for you. We have a full system called Ava that comes with our lead generation services. We do have a live concierge that reaches out to those leads within under 1 minute. They do contact and engage, and then they send those leads over to you once they identify that it is a hot lead. They do this 24/7 within under 1 minute, 365 days a year. If it is a lead that is unresponsive, they'll continue to nurture it as well. So what we're doing in a nutshell, engaging, qualifying those hot leads. We're saving you a lot of time. You don't have to worry about diving through that list. We've got it taken care of. We're sending you over the transcript and then you're taking it from there. So this is awesome because it's going to allow you to stop chasing those leads. It's going to allow us to focus on those hot leads and then send them over to you when they're primed and ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, and folks, we're not just using Ava. Remember, you have this entire system helping you convert leads. Leads go into your productivity system. We put them into targeted email marketing campaigns for buyer, for seller, monthly drip campaigns. Connect them on social media where they see us posting for you 3, 4, 5 times per week, creating that top of mind marketing. And then you also have Ava to do all of that initial follow-up, work them for up to a year, and pass them off to you as soon as they're warm, hot, and ready to go. Ava has successfully scrubbed millions of leads. They're using industry best standards. They're oftentimes much better at getting those leads engaged than most agents can do. So awesome opportunity to convert as many leads as possible and handle a much higher volume of leads to see that highest return possible. Exciting opportunity. So we've got a couple of different options here.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you'll take a look at all the programs that we have here. Now, when you look at these prices, we are giving you some big discounts today for each and every single one of those. This price and the discount that you see includes everything in that price that Tom demoed and that comes with the DMS, okay? So if you take a look, for example, at the DMS Plus, this program includes the entire marketing system, the website, CRM, social media management, everything demoed from top to bottom, the lead scrubbing, the Google ads, and a guaranteed amount of 7 to 10 exclusive leads per month. For that entire program, it is normally a total of $600 a month. However, you're getting it for a discount today. We're giving it to you for only $400 a month. If you are interested in that program, all you have to do is type plus, type leads. Just let us know. Tom and I have put the rest of the day aside to reach out to you to answer some questions that you may have if you'd like to learn more and to get you the discount. But like I said, $400, entire program, lead generation included, exclusivity and scrubbing as well.
Yeah. And guys, with the leads, they are exclusive. And so they are first come, first serve. In certain markets, we have limited seat licenses. There are a lot of you on this class here today. So if you are interested in leads, you've got to let us know. You've got to type leads into that chat box so we can reserve you that seat license. We'll reach out to you, answer questions that you might have, and be able to get you signed up there, get you qualified for the discounts. That plus is entry-level lead gen. And then Stephen, tell them about our elites.
We also have our Starship products, which I like to call them, but our Elite and our Elite bundle as well. So with that middle program you see there, you're getting the entire marketing system. You are also getting a guaranteed amount of 20 to 30 exclusive leads per month, all done through Google Ads, and the scrubbing service as well. This program, everybody, is normally $1,400 a month. Okay, now let me tell you something. I have worked with agents that paid $1,400 to just a handful of leads from Zillow and Realtor. Okay, for $1,400, you're getting everything we've demoed, lead generation, 20 to 30 per month. We're discounting it for you down to only $950 a month. $950 a month, total price for everything we've demoed. Now, if you look at the Elite bundle, okay, this is our program where we are able to offer you seller leads and buyer leads. It is a combo every month. This price also includes the marketing system and the services as well. Lead scrubbing, 40 to 60 leads per month, exclusive, guaranteed amount. Normally, this program is $2,000. We discount it down to $1,400 for you per month as well. Okay, a lot of agents really like to get the seller leads because of the way we do them through Google Ads. Remember, like Tom said, it is limited slots that are available. We cannot put a bunch of people into the same area because of the exclusivity.
Yeah, and folks, we see a bunch of you who are typing in that chat box as we speak leads. So if you are interested in seller leads, please type in seller so that we can reserve you that exclusive seat license and get you signed up, guys. Like we said, we have very limited space available for those. I see a number of you have already typed in leads. So let us know. Type in leads if you're interested. We'll reserve you that exclusive seat license, guys, and help you take your business to the next level at either of these elite levels. We're also going to give you a designated success coach to help you and make sure that you are converting as many of these leads as possible. And then finally, maybe you're not ready to grow your business, right? Maybe you're a little bit busy, or we do have our DMS, which is everything that we talked about here today, but we are not investing any money on your behalf to create those high intent Google ads. Still get the website, the blogging, full social media, CRM, organic lead gen. But again, we're not guaranteeing you a set amount of exclusive Google pay-per-click leads every single month. So still an incredible opportunity, folks, to grow your business, take control of your digital marketing. Everything's up and running, 5 to 7 business days, and you are a social media rock star. So folks, if you'd like to learn more about DMS, you want to lock in these discounted rates, type DMS into that chat box. Type in leads, type in undecided. Folks, you've got to let us know. If you're interested in the products, you've got to type in what you're interested in. That way we can add you to a list that says you stayed till the end of the class, and you'll be eligible for those discounted rates. Absolutely. Stephen, do you have anything to add here?
Yeah, nope. I mean, you have several different options. We have the different discounts for you. We look forward to speaking with you. If anybody's having also as well, I see a lot of people typing in the chat box, but I know that Zoom can be tricky at times. So if you are interested as well, click that raise hand button, and then that will let us know also to make sure that we do reach out to you after the class. Also, if you didn't get a chance to find that chat box on your screen.
Or you can put it in the Q&A as well, guys, but type in there, what it is that you're interested in, whether it's DMS, whether it's undecided, whether it's seller, whether it's leads. Let us know. Again, that way you'll be eligible for those discounts. We'll reach out to you and get you guys signed up. We look forward to chatting with all of you, and we thank you for joining us here today. We can't wait to meet with you one-on-one. We'll take a look at your social media, see if this is a good fit, and get you guys signed up. Like I said, we can have you up and running in about a week. There is no better time and no better solution to really maximize your business and take control of your business starting today. So guys, we cannot wait to meet with all of you who typed in product. And we want to thank all of you for joining us here today. So again, if you have not, but you're interested, type in DMS, type in undecided, type in seller, type in leads. We'll reach out to you guys and get you signed up for those great discounts. So looking forward to meeting with you. Stephen, thank you. We also want to give a big shout out to RE Technology for having us here today. As always, we love working with them, and shout out to Michael Nash. We appreciate all the work you did with us here. And yeah, anything else from you, Stephen?
No, that's it. Just I look forward to working with everybody. We'll leave the webinar open for another 2 to 3 minutes. So make sure you let us know so we can put that coupon code aside. But other than that, Tom, it was great to see you. I'm going to jump off camera. We'll still be here in the background if anybody has any questions about any of the programs.
Sure. And folks, for any of you, brokers out there or agents, we do also offer, in-person educational events for offices, for teams. So if you ever want to learn more about hosting your own personal boot camp or educational event, your free events, you can go to elmstreet.com/academy, and you can get some more information about other webinars, or even reach out to Stephen or myself to book your own office appointment. So awesome opportunities, guys. We're excited to have you here. I want to thank all of you again. And then, like Stephen said, we'll go ahead and shut that camera off, and we'll hang around to answer a few questions. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Nice.